All right, everybody, welcome back. I know it's a big day today. We're going to start going over Excel. No real announcements today, other than you're going to download 2 files. We're going to download 2 files for this one. We're going to download the start file. We're going to download the resources file, just like we did last week. We have 2 files. The only one that we're going to open, is the one with our name on it. The other one we will not open. Or wait, is this the one where we open? Oh, this is the one that's different. Okay, fine. All right, let's go ahead and download the 2 files. I'm going to click once on the start file, once on the resources file. So you should get 2 files. You should have one that just says wherever 01, like this, and you should have one that says, that has your name on it, like that. You should have 2 files that you download for this. All right, here we go. So the first thing they want you to do, so here's what they want you to do. They want you to open both files. So we are going to open both files today, okay? So please open each one of these. All you got to do, of course, is just click on it. So here's wherever 01. All right. Here's wherever 01. We are actually going to edit this one, so what should I click on? Enable editing. Make sure you always click enable editing. So here's the first file. Now I'm going to open the other one with my name on it. So make sure you open both files. And of course, we're going to enable editing on this one as well. All right. So we've got 2 files. Here's the one with your name on it that has absolutely nothing in it. And here's the other file that has something in it. Oh, that's right, people at home. I gotta move my face on this one. There we go. So you can see the bottom of that. All right, there we go. All right, a couple things, everybody. Please have this open. I did say I was gonna have you do a couple things before we begin today. So you all have your 5 pages of shortcuts. If you need those for any reason, you have them. I want to show you a couple of things before we get started. So we have 5 weeks. That's 5 weeks of Excel. I've seen people mess these spreadsheets up really, really bad. So there's a couple things I want to have you practice. Okay. When I ask you to click on a cell, that's how many clicks? 1. Which button? Left. So when I ask you to click by the way, on this one, on this wherever file, if you scroll up, you'll see the rest of the rows. You just have to scroll up. Okay, so if I ask you to click cell B5, what you're going to do is you're going to find B, column B, row 5. You're going to click once inside that cell to select it. So when you're asked to select a specific cell, that's what you do. You click on it. Now, what if you're asked to select a range of cells? Here's how we select a range of cells. Ready? We're going to put our pointer in the middle of the first cell. So let's say I'm going to select B4 to B11. So you notice I'm going to put my pointer on B4, like this, in the middle. I'm going to hold down my left mouse button and drag down to B11 like this and let go. That's how you select a range of cells. Now, you can also use your keyboard to select cells. So here, you can follow along with me. We're not editing anything on this yet. I'm going to click once again on B4 like that to select B4. Watch this. With your other hand, if you hold down the Shift key, you can click on B11 like this. While you're holding the Shift key, check it out. You click on B11, boop, and it selects them all, and then you let go of Shift. So keep in mind that you don't have to do dragging if you don't want to do dragging. There is going to be one project during these next 5 weeks that causes students a lot of difficulty. No, it's not the macros, chap. It's not the macros one. It's another one. But learning how to click and learning how to select is really, really, really important. Oh yeah, don't do this. I'm just going to show you this. Excel has some other really, really neat things. Watch this. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to show you. What if you had to do this, which you're going to have to do in one of your projects, by the way. Notice how I have the numbers 1, 2, 3 here, but if I want to get more numbers down here, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, watch this. So I'm going to select the cells. See this little tiny fill handle right here? This little tiny bottom right corner, see the little tiny square where my cursor changes into a tiny plus? Watch this. So yes, you're going to get to use the fill handle, which we're going to do today. Keep in mind that the fill handle copies and pastes, essentially. It does not select cells. I've seen people royally mess up the data using that fill handle. We're only going to use it in certain cases, okay? We're essentially copying and pasting. Because I've seen students mess up the file like this. You ready? You know I'm going to mess it up. Don't worry, I'll undo it. I've had students do this, everybody. Watch this. Well, Mr. Rouse, what did I do wrong? You're not supposed to use the fill handle to select cells, like I just did right there. You're supposed to do it like this. If you're going to select all those cells, you're going to put your pointer in the middle of the first cell, then you can drag across, like that. That's how you select cells. You do not select cells with the fill handle. The fill handle will copy and paste whatever's in that first cell, and it will paste it across or it will paste it down. It's a very dangerous tool at times, but I have to talk about this at the beginning. Okay, really quick, another thing I want to talk about. So, what if you want to edit something in a cell? Now, we're actually not gonna correct the spelling on this. This is gonna drive me crazy the whole day. Yes, we're not correcting the misspelled hiking. You notice that? It's hiking. So, yes, I wish we would do that, but we're not. But I'm just gonna show you this. So if you ever want to edit something, you can double click a cell like this. And you notice that your cursor now is flashing inside of the cell. Now, a couple other things I want to talk about. There's a bar above the column letters. You see the column letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then you have this really, really, really long bar. It goes all the way across the page. All right, we call that the formula bar. So when I ask you to click in the formula bar, that means we're going to click up here. When we're copying and pasting, everybody, we're copying and pasting. We paste up in the formula bar, we do not paste down in the cell. Okay? We're going to be pasting up here, not down here. So when we copy stuff from our instructions, Control C to copy, we're going to end up pasting it up in this bar. Okay, we're going to click on whatever cell we're going to put it into, then we're going to click up there, and then we're going to paste it in. Now you'll notice 3 buttons to the left of the formula bar, an X, a check mark, and the function button. Now we're likely not going to mess with the function button at all. I don't think we are in the next 5 weeks. But if you're editing something, like notice my cursor's flashing in here. If you double clicked it like I did, I want you to click that check mark and it will remove the cursor from here and it will just select the cell if you click the check mark. We're going to be clicking that check mark quite a bit in the next 5 weeks. If you want to cancel whatever you're doing, you click the X, obviously. But when we make changes, we're most likely going to click that check mark so that it doesn't leave the cell. It stays in that cell. Now, if you're typing something and you press enter, it's going to take you down to the next cell. Anytime you type something in and you press enter, it's going to take you down to the next cell, take you down to the next cell, so on and so forth. Like this. If I decide to not click the check mark and I just decide to press enter, it takes me down to B5. Now, if I'm in this cell in B4 and I click the check mark, it stays in B4. So yes, we are going to be using that quite a bit. If you're just joining us, please open both files. Both files are to be opened, the resources and the star file. Here's one, the one with your name on it, with nothing, and here's where it was this one. All right. So I talked about how to select cells, how to select ranges of cells. Oh, here's another thing. What if I want to select B4 right here, all the way down to J39? So you can either put your pointer in the middle of the cell and drag it. I don't do that. I would actually do this. I would actually go to B4, click on it one time like this, scroll down, hold down my shift key, and click that last cell like that to select all of it. That's a lot easier than trying to, don't worry, we haven't done the first step yet. That's easier than just trying to drag it. Oh yes, in Control Home, if you're ever like way down in a spreadsheet, like hundreds of rows down, Control Home gets you back to A1. Now you notice you don't see A1 right now. It's there. Don't worry, it's there. We'll see it in just a minute. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, so we opened up the workbook, done. Opened up the other workbook, done. All right, so here we go, everybody. Here we go. So we're gonna first start with this spreadsheet right here. So please make sure you have this open before we do the next step. So you notice something about this? What did you notice about this when you first opened it? The first couple rows are what? They're like frozen, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unfreeze those rows. That's the first thing that we're gonna do. So, oh yeah, they want you to be at a 100% zoom size. What did I say about that? No? Just make it big enough for you to see it. It doesn't have to be a 100% size. All right, so we're gonna go to the View tab for step 3B. We're gonna go to the View tab. So let's click View up here at the top. And if we're gonna unfreeze panes, which button should I probably click here in the window group? Should probably click the one that says Freeze Panes. So we're gonna click that. And if I'm gonna unfreeze, which one am I picking? Unfreeze. Oh, no way. Unfreeze panes. So we're gonna click Freeze Panes, Unfreeze Panes. Go ahead and click that. And ta-da! Look, I scrolled up. Look, hey, it's all here now. Okay, so again, that was View, Freeze Panes, Unfreeze Panes. To unfreeze. Okay, now that we've unfrozen it, no. Confirm that they're both open. Yes, you knew that. Okay, we're going back to the Wherever book. That was easy. All right, so we're back here. Okay, so one skill in Excel that you should probably understand is how to copy a sheet from one file and put it into another file. Because you notice right now, in our file with our name on it, there's nothing. It's just a blank sheet. It says Sheet 1 at the bottom. So what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to move this sheet from this file into our file. And I'm going to make your life really simple. We're not going to copy it. We're going to just straight move it, which will close the Wherever 01 file, and we'll just be working with our file the rest of the way out. Is that better? You just want to work with one file, right? You don't want to work with two? I knew you didn't. So, here we go. This is how we're going to do it. Down here in the bottom left corner of the screen, you'll see Sheet 1. That is the name of the sheet that we are working with. I would like you to right-click Sheet 1. Oh, that's right. I have to move my face on the darn... so people can see the menu that comes up. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to right-click Sheet 1. And you'll get this menu right here. So if I'm going to move this, which one am I clicking? Move or copy. So let's click Move or Copy. Now the dialog box comes up. Sorry, people at home, I'm going to move that up. All right, so we're not going to move it, everybody. We're not going to move it to the same workbook. That's silly, right? We don't want to move it there. So we're going to click this drop-down arrow right here.
Okay, thank you.
And we're going to pick the one with our name on it. This one right here. Now, it says before, so we're going to keep this as before sheet 1. We want this to be the first sheet in our workbook. So we're not going to copy it. McGraw-Hill says copy it. I say no because we only want to work with one file. So you're just going to click OK at this point. So you click OK. And what happened? Hey, look at that. Now here's the file with my name on it. And how many sheets do I have down at the bottom? Yeah. You just had to right click and do move. Okay.
Mine says a permission to this workbook is restricted.
Because you need to click enable editing up top.
Oh my goodness, on the other one.
There you go.
So sorry.
You're good. Yep.
So go back, more copy.
Yep. So you're going to change this one. the one with your name. Yep, you're gonna click the arrow. Choose the one with your name on it. Yep, and click OK. Ta-da, there it is. All right. Yes, enable editing always. Okay, so now we have 2 sheets. So what should I do with that second sheet down here?
Delete it.
This one that says sheet 1 down here in the bottom left corner, you see that? Go ahead and click on it like this. And let's go ahead and right click sheet 1 like this. And we're going to delete that sheet. Delete the sheet. That rhymed. So I'm right clicking sheet 1 down here and I'm just deleting it. And it says, oh no, it's going to permanently delete the sheet. Yes, we want to delete it. Click delete. Now how many sheets do we have?
1.
Yay! We're back to 1. Whew. Save your file. Control S. Save now. So yes, Control S works the same way as it does in Word. Control C, Control V works the same exact way. All right. This is not a long project, so that's why I'm kind of just giving you this information now. So they tried to make this like complicated, like make a copy, do this, do that, do this, switch windows, whatever. So we did all of step 4. All right, now we're gonna rename. So we already deleted the sheet, so we already did 5C. So now we're gonna rename the first sheet, and we're gonna call it inventory. Now you can be lazy like me, or you can actually type this word in. You can type it in if you want. All right, fine, I'll type it in. So here's how we're gonna do it. Ready? So see down here in the bottom left corner, we see sheet 1, 2. We're gonna double click it like this. And we're gonna type in the word inventory, like this. Capital I, lowercase, inventory. Lowercase inventory. And then press enter when you are done typing that in. So now we have one sheet at the bottom that says inventory. Okay. So should we finally just get to editing the sheet? Yeah, is it time? Is it time to start working with this? Yeah, about time? Okay. Yep, all I did was double click down here and type the word inventory. That's it. Just double click down here. Just double click sheet 1. You double click here, you type inventory, press enter. That's it. Let me know when you're ready. Or somebody back there. Everybody over here, you're okay? I know I always neglect this side. Sorry. You're doing great. Okay. No, you double click. Do it again. There you go. Now type inventory, like I have it. And then press enter. All right. So let's take a look at that next step. So we already did step 5. That was step 5. We're now on 6. All right. So next, you're going to love this one. So just press enter after you typed in inventory. So 6A, we're going to click on once. We're going to click once on cell A4, like this. So click once on cell A4. Now we are going to type, ready? Uppercase W, uppercase E, uppercase A, and then everybody, it's 001. 001. Then after you've typed that, click the check mark up here. So we're going to click on A4, we're going to type WEA in capitals 001. Because if you type O's like I've seen students do, instead of zeros, when we use the fill handle to copy the pattern, it's not gonna work. Yep, I just clicked on cell A4 and I just typed capital WEA. Yep, capital W, capital E, capital A, 001. Then after you do that, you're going to click the check mark up here. Nope, that's an X. Click, yeah, the check mark. There you go. Okay. All right. Now, no extra clicking. You should just have to click it once. Okay. So, We're in our cell for WEA001. So what we're gonna do next is, they want you to double click the fill handle. This is what this means, ready? You're gonna put your pointer in the bottom right corner of this cell. It's gonna turn into a very thin plus like that, like this. And then you're gonna double click like this. And it automatically fills all the cells. It's better than typing, huh? You like typing? I know you don't like typing. Okay. So do you have all your numbers now? Yes? Up front here, do we have the numbers? We good? Yes? Okay, I'm just gonna guess that one, that's okay. All right. Okay, moving on. We are going to delete column J. This is how we're gonna do it, everybody. Here we go, ready? All you're gonna do is put your pointer on the J like this. See how my pointer has an arrow pointing down now? And you're gonna just right click J like this and delete. And it goes away. That's one less column for us to worry about. Whoop, it's gone. So you right click to J and click to delete from the menu. Okay, done with step 6. Now, I wish we could just, we are double clicking the fill pointer for H4. All right, let me explain what this means before you actually do it. So, do not do this. I'm just click once, please click once on H4. Everybody just click once on H4, okay? I'm gonna show you something here. Do not follow along with me. I'm just showing this for your own information. So, do not do this, just stay right where you're at. So, if I ever double click on the cell like I just did there, you see the formula. The formula is E4 times G4. Every time you create a formula or use a function, a built-in function in Excel, which I talked about in chapter 3 in that lecture, anytime you do this where you double click like this, you're going to see which cells are impacted. So you see that this is E4 times G4. That's what the asterisk is. So keep in mind, plus symbol works like a plus symbol, minus symbol works like a minus. It's asterisk for multiplier, and it's slash for divide, if you ever need to know those. But you'll notice that this says E4 times G4, right? So what the fill handle is going to do is it's going to copy that formula all the way down. So it's going to be E5 times G5, E6 times G6. Yes, it's going to copy it relative to where you're actually at in the spreadsheet. So check it out. So you're all right here, right now. You're going to put your pointer on the fill handle like this. Again, you're going to put it here in the bottom right corner. You're going to double click it again, like this. See how much time that saves? You can just calculate everything all at one time. Isn't that nice? I like it. Okay, I'm going to save this. Save it again, everybody. Control S to save. And that was all of step 7. Okay, I like what it says here. Press enter to complete the function if you didn't double click fast enough. Whatever. We already did that. Okay, next step. I love it when my students over the years have said, Nick, are we supposed to select cells A1 to 12? That is not a number 1, everybody. That is an I. So we're supposed to select cells A1 to I2. So if you don't know how to do it, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my pointer on A1 like this without clicking. I'm going to hold down my left mouse button like this and drag across to I and down to 2. You put it in the middle of the cell. You do not, let me do that again. You put your pointer in the middle of the cell like this, you drag across and down to here, and you let go. So you're selecting cells A1 to I2. Yes?
I don't see A1 on my cell.
Did you unfreeze panes?
I'm not sure what that is.
You did not unfreeze panes. So you gotta go to view. You gotta go freeze panes and unfreeze panes. And then scroll up. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
No problem. I knew the answer to that question without even looking. That's pretty good. Okay, so I knew what was going on before I even got there. Okay, all right. That means I've been doing this for way too long. Okay. All right, So here we go. So we've selected A1 to I2. You'll notice that the text is in column A. And there's nothing in any of the other columns. So what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to click the Merge and Center button arrow. The arrow, not the actual button. Please don't try to click the actual button. You're going to click the arrow, and then from the menu, we're going to choose Merge Across. So here's where you find it, okay? So up here in the alignment group, there's an arrow right here next to Merge and Center. See the arrow next to Merge and Center? You're going to click that. And the menu is going to come up, and we're going to choose Merge Across. And there you go. So some of you were like, well, what did that do? Do not do anything. I'm going to show you something again. Just relax for a moment. So now when I click anywhere up here, watch this. So it treats that now as one cell. All those cells that we merged it together. So it's all one cell now instead of, how many cells? Was that 9 columns? That's 9 columns. Instead of 9 cells, now it's a singular cell. All right, let me get back to that. So you should all be right here right now. Okay, so they want you to select cell F3. So where's F3? Ah, it's this one right here. Go ahead and click on the cell F3, column F, row 3. So you notice this is cut off, right? It's cut off. So what they want you to do is they want you to take your mouse, put it all the way over here on the right side of the formula bar, way over here. See the little arrow? See the little arrow way over here? Go ahead and click that. Okay. So you'll notice that when we expanded the formula bar, it now says men's or, and then it has women's on the second line. So just for your own information, everybody, you're probably wondering how they got it on 2 lines. So when you're typing inside the formula bar, if you hold down your Alt key and push Enter, it kicks it down to a second line, or a third line, or a fourth line. So you can actually do that within Excel. But you have to hold your Alt key down and push Enter to accomplish that. So let's see what they want us to do next after that. So they want us to do wrap text, which we have used before. So here's the button for wrap text up here, above Merge and Center. So go ahead and click the wrap text button 1 time. And ta-da, there it is. Now you see men's or women's all in 1 cell. Okay, we can collapse the formula bar now, so put your pointer all the way over here on the right, and you're going to click this up arrow, not the one above it. You're clicking this one way over here on the formula bar. Woo, and we're collapsing it. Because if you click the one above that, it's going to collapse all of the commands in the ribbon, and you don't want to do that right now. Okay, go ahead and save it. Save again, everybody. Seeing all these AC guys walking around today, if they trip something, we're like up the creek. So, okay, all right. Okay, moving on. Now it's time to select a range of cells. So we're going to select cells A4 to C39. And check this out, everybody, this is the tricky part. They want you to increase the indent once. So, you notice that I don't see row 39 here, I only see 4 through 24. So let's go ahead and click on cell A4 1 time like that. And then let's go ahead and scroll down. We're going to scroll. I got to get my face off the screen here. All right, there we go. All right, that's much better. I'm going to scroll down. So here's A4. Scroll down. I'm going to hold down my Shift key with my other hand like this. And touch Shift on the keyboard, hold down Shift. And I'm going to click once on C39 like this. And then let go of Shift. So A4 through C39 should be selected at this point. So you clicked once on, okay, good. Now scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll, stop. Okay, hold down Shift. That's Control. You want the one above it. You want Shift. Hold down Shift. No, not Control, Shift. you're gonna click once on that last one, yep. Click, okay, let go of shift. All right, now we're gonna increase the indent one time. That button you will find to the left of the merge and center button. It is right up here in the alignment group. Here's the button, increase indent. Click that one time. One time. And you'll notice all of the text is indented. Okay. Next. What's next? F4 to F39. We're going to center the F column. So to do that, we're going to click once on F4 right here. Go ahead and click once on F4. Then you're going to scroll down. You're going to hold down your shift key, and click once on this last M right here while you're holding down shift. You have to hold down shift and then let go of shift. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, you just click once on increase indent to the left of merge and center. Nope, that one. Yep. Yep, and then you're gonna increase indent. Yep, right there. Okay, very good. Okay, now we click on F4. Scroll down to the last row, which is row 39. Hold down shift and click the last M here. And we are going to center this. So to center it, it's up here in alignment. It's the center button. It's this one right here that says center. Go ahead and click center. And everything in the column now should be centered. So you're like, just keep going. Okay, I'm doing it, don't worry. All right. Okay, next. This is not G4 to 139. This is G4 to I39. So we're going to click once on G4 like that. Then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hold down shift. I'm going to click I39. And I'm going to let go of shift. So now we should have G4 to I39 selected. We are going to change the format of these numbers to currency. So, to change the format, this is really hard. Are you ready? See this little thing that says general up here with a drop down? We're going to click that drop down arrow right there. And which one are we picking? Currency. Thank you. And we choose currency. Now, before anybody panics, because I know one of you sees this on your screen, I just want to talk about something really quick before we continue. What happens if you see these? Don't do this. I'm just showing you this. You notice what I just did? In column H? What do you see in column H on my screen? See a bunch of yeah, right? So, just to let you know, if you ever encounter this, do not panic. The values are there, okay? What you need to do is increase the width of your column to see the numbers. So, don't do this, I'm just showing you this. If you ever want to auto-fit the contents to a cell, I'm just showing you this for your own information. You always, so if I want to expand H so that I see all the numbers, all I have to do is this. I put my pointer up here between the H and the I like this. Notice how my pointer changes? I just double click like this. And it magically reappears. So, just keep in mind that, yes, if you see hashtags, you see pound symbols or number symbols, do not panic. The data is actually there. All right, moving on. Oh, good. We only have to select A1 and A2 this time. And we're going to change the font size to 20. So, put your pointer on A1, down to A2 like that, drag down to A2 like that. Again, middle of the cell, everybody, when you're selecting, middle of the cell, let go. We're going to change 11 up here to 20. And we're making it bigger. So change 11 to 20. Can't believe I actually lost a point one semester on that because I just skipped that step. It was still 11 and everybody's like, but you didn't tell us to change it to 20. I'm like, Oops.
I'm not doing shit.
All right, so that was steps E and F. All right, here we go, everybody. It says select cells A3 to I3, and I hope you know Control B bolds it. So here we go. I'm gonna put my pointer in the middle of A3 like this. I'm just gonna drag over, hold down your left mouse button, drag over to I3 like that, let go. Control B bolds it. Yes, Control B works the same way in Excel as it does anywhere else. And they're all bold. Okay, we're not done with that yet. Now we're gonna change the row height. Now keep this in mind, everybody. The numbers for your row heights and your column widths in Excel are points. They are not pixels. Please keep that in mind. So the number 35 here is gonna represent a row height of 35 points. You know fonts, right? You know about fonts and points, right? So that's what this is. So here we go, everybody. Here we go. So with these still selected, we're gonna come over here to the right side of the ribbon where it says cells. And we're gonna go ahead and click on the Format button. From the menu that appears, we're gonna choose Row Height, this first one right here. So click on Row Height. Okay? And we are going to change that number of 45. We're going to get rid of 45. We're going to type in 35, which will make it 10 points shorter. And we're going to click OK. We're done with that. You'll notice men's or women's now is not, it actually looks, yeah, that looks better. Nick, I would have gone 33 points instead of 35. Okay, whatever. For the sake of this project, though, we had to put in 35. Okay, all right. Enough of that. Okay. Oh, here's the rest of your typing, by the way. I think we just have that. Yeah, okay. So this is the last typing you'll have to do for the whole project, and then we're going to be finished pretty soon. All right, so here we go, everybody. And I actually want you to practice copying the right way in Excel. Remember I said you can't just paste it into the cell. You have to paste it up in the formula bar. So, before we begin this step, please go to your instructions and highlight or copy current inventory value. Copy this, current inventory value at cost. Just copy that. Because we're going to be putting that into cell G40. So go ahead and just copy that now. Right. And everybody, when we do this, we are not pressing enter. We are not following the instructions. You'll see why in a minute. I'm going to save us all a step. So here we go. You copied that? Everybody's copied? Okay, back to your spreadsheet. So we're going to scroll down to what cell?
G40.
G40. So let's go all the way down. Let's scroll down. There's G40. So let's click once on G40 like that. Okay, remember what I said? When we're pasting, we're going to click up here in the formula bar, click once up here. And now Control V to paste. Control V pastes it in up there. Because if you don't paste it in up there, it's going to be red, and it's going to be in a different font, and it's not going to look like this. So when we paste up at the top like that, it pastes it in the same font as everything else in our spreadsheet. That's why I'm going to always have you paste up here. Okay, when you're done with this up here, click the check mark. Check mark. Check mark. So you gotta click once on G, no, undo. Control Z. Z is in zebra. Wait, no, stop, scroll up. Scroll up, stop.
I saw this today.
Control Z is in zebra. Okay, thank you. Okay, press enter.
Yeah.
Let's press enter.
He's just base trying.
Okay, great. Now scroll down.
It pulls a parachute too
The
late.
G40.
Not like too late.
Stop.
But like,
So click once right there. Yep. You're gonna click once up here.
that shit crazy.
Yep. Click up there again.
I would
Okay.
it would be straight
Isn't
to
it
shit
flashing?
in the air.
There it goes. Control V to paste.
Like that.
Yay. Okay, great. Now click the check mark. There we go. Check mark, everybody. All right. So here we go.
Christ, I wanted to throw my life away for
The
free.
instructions The instructions also want us to bold it. So Control
It's a cool video, but like.
Control B.
Yeah.
So Control B to bold. Make sure this is bolded.
I have to go through it.
All you had to do is Control B. Okay, so those were A, B, and C. On to D. Now we're going to click the Align Right button. So it's going to align the text on the right side of the cell. Right now it's aligned to the left. So here's where we're going to go for that. So here we are. So here's the alignment group right here. Wait a minute. Ah, okay. Just click on the right button, this one right here, everybody. So, see the Align right here in the alignment group? It's right here. Just click on that button one time. It moves all your text the other direction. So click the Align Right button, it's right here in the alignment group. Just click that. All right, so your text right now should be bolded. It should be aligned right, like mine. I'm gonna hope that you're all right there. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and select cell H40. So H40 is right here. You can just push your arrow key. By the way, your arrow keys work really good too, like this. See, the arrow keys on your keyboard do this. Okay, so make sure that you're on H40. Now, to use auto sum, now we're going to sum all those values that are up above this blank cell. Ready? Over here in the editing group, way over here on the right side of the ribbon, way over here, we're going to double click the auto sum button, like this. Double click the auto sum button. If you single click it, you have to push enter after you single click it, but I hope you got $3,625. If you have the pound symbols, I'm going to talk about the pound symbols. Put your pointer up here between the H and the I up here. See how my pointer turns into a two-directional arrow? You're going to double click right here to see all the numbers. Save it. We're saving. So that was step F. Yes, you double click auto sum. Nope. Okay, just push enter. Just push enter. Okay. Then you're going to double click between the H and the I. Yep, double click. 1, 2. There you go. Shouldn't be bolded though. Click once here, and then do Control B to turn the bold off. There you go. Okay, beautiful. All right. It didn't tell us to bold that cell, did it? I didn't see that anywhere. Okay. All right. Here we go, everybody. Now we're going to add borders to our spreadsheet. So to do that, we're going to select cells A3 to I40. So here we go. So I'm going to scroll back up here. Again, Control Home gets you back up to the top of the sheet. So here's A3. I'm going to click once on A3 like this. So click once on A3. Just click once, not twice. Just click once on A3. Then we're going to scroll down. We're going to hold down Shift key. And we're going to click once right here on I40, like that. And let go of Shift. I'm having you do this instead of the whole dragging thing because, like I said, I've seen people just obliterate these spreadsheets. Like, they look like nothing. And you're just like, how did you do all that? So that's why I'm having you select cells like this so that there's no error. All right, we're going to put borders on. I suppose we should probably click the borders drop-down button and choose all borders. So here's where you're going to find it. Borders is here in the font groups. You remember the font group. It's been a while, I know. We're going to go ahead and click this little drop-down arrow right here. And we're going to choose all borders. So just click once on all borders. And you should have little lines around every single cell. Okay, hearing no objections, we're moving on. Now we're going to select cells A4 to I40. So I'm going to click once on A4, that's the WEA001. Now I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard, and I'm going to click this last cell down here for I-40, and let go of Shift. This is good practice. Otherwise, we'll be dragging all day. We're not doing that. All right, here we go. Now we're going to change the row heights on every single one of these rows that we just selected. So we're going to change our row height to the number 20. So here we go. Again, up here in the cells group, we're going to click Format. We're going to choose row height once again. And our number is not 15, it is what? 20?
Okay.
You can push enter or click OK. It does the same thing. I'm just going to click OK. And you'll notice all your rows now are taller. And there's more space. Okay, then when you just go back to cell A1, that's what this is. Cell A1, Control Home. Or you can just click cell A1 if you want. You don't have to do Control Home, you can just do this. Okay, I'm saving again. All right. Now for something totally confusing. Are you ready? You're gonna love this. Okay, so in Excel, this is another little thing I'm just gonna teach you here. I'm just gonna show you this. In the bottom right corner of the window down here, bottom right corner, you will see 3 buttons, and then the zoom slider to the right of the 3 buttons. Now, I'm just going to show you this. So in Excel, we have 3 different views. This is the normal view. This middle one, I mean, I guess if you want to do this, you can. The middle one down here is the page layout view, which is this. And then the one to the right of that is the page break preview. That looks like, ew. That looks like that. That's ugly, I know. I'm going back to normal. So, you notice that the second one they had that was down there was called page layout. Do you see page layout on your screen somewhere, maybe up at the top of the screen too? There's 2 different things that are page layout. They do not do the same thing. So, I'm prefacing you with this because I've been asked so many questions on this project. Does it mean the page layout tab or the page layout button at the bottom of the screen? So let's go through the instructions, shall we? Hey, look, they want you to actually click the page layout button down in the status bar, which is the one down at the bottom of the screen. So, bottom right corner of your screen, please click on this second button that says page layout. Bottom right corner, down here. Down here. Down here. Click on the second button. It's going to make your screen look like this. Second button. I'm not walking all the way over there. It's the second button. Okay. Okay. So you notice that it says add header and all that now. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to follow the instructions. We're not going to do step B. We're not going to really do step C. But you notice that they want us to go to the footer and the right section of the footer. So watch this. I'm just going to scroll down just a little tiny bit like this. There we go. Until you see, look at the bottom, you'll see add footer. You're going to click here in the right side, like right here. You're going to click right here. Now your insertion point should be flashing at this point. Yes. So you click once down there. We are going to click on, ready? Up here at the top, you'll see a button that says file name with an Excel X on it. Click that one time. And now at the bottom of the screen, you'll see ampersand file. Good work. I love this question. Nick, what does it mean when it says click the worksheet cell to see the file name? This is what it means, everybody. You're just going to click one of these cells like this. Boop. And when you click one of the cells, look, your file name appears in the bottom right corner now with your name on it. Almost. Yep. Yep, so you click once right there, yep. Click once right there, left click, always left. Wait a minute, why is it flashing up here? Click the check mark. Just click the check. Okay, scroll down, stop, now click once. There you go, click header and footer. You gotta click the header, yep, and now click the file name. Click the one with the accent, yeah. Okay, there you go, beautifully. Click anywhere. Just click somewhere. There you go. Okay, great. All right, moving on. Now we're gonna go back to the normal view, which is the first button down here with the looks like 9 squares. Just click once on normal. And we are back to the spreadsheet. So we're clicking once on normal down here in the bottom right corner. This button down here has 9 squares. Click on that. Okay, we're back to the normal view. So, you don't have to worry about the control home. Don't worry about control home. Well, okay, fine. Just scroll up somewhere. Just scroll up. Just scroll. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now we're going to set the file up to print. Now earlier, when I clicked on that button for what was that? The page break preview. You saw that this thing was literally on 2 pages. But you'll notice something else right now. You notice the little dashed line that's going between the H and the I? So this thing is actually printing right now on this many pages. That's gross, right? Like you're gonna get like a page where it's like, it looks nasty, where it's just like 1 column. And that's horrible. So what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna get it all to print on 1 page. So here's how we're gonna do it. Ready? We're gonna go to the File tab and we're gonna go to Print. So let's go to the File tab up here and Print on the left side of the screen. File tab, Print. All right, so we click Print. Right? You don't have to do this, I'm just gonna tell you about it. Down at the bottom, you'll see it says page 1 of 4. Do not do this, I'm just gonna show you what they look like. There's page 3, and there's page 4. Gross, right? Like you wouldn't print that. So we're going to fix that problem, and here's how we're going to fix it. So we're gonna skip B. All right, so they want you to click no scaling and choose fit sheet on 1 page. So see down here, there's no scaling. We're gonna click that arrow, and we're gonna click fit sheet on 1 page. And now we don't have 4 pages anymore. We have 1. It's a miracle. So if you're ever wondering how to do that in real life, there you go. Now you know how to do that. All we're gonna do for step D, everybody, just click save over here on the left side of the screen. Just click save over here. And it takes us back to the worksheet. Just click save. And we're back. Okay. We're almost done. Wait, look everybody, look. We're like done. We're like at the end. And it's only 10:53. Okay, so, going home early today. So, we're gonna select cells A3 to F11. So, here's A3. I'm just gonna click once on A3. And we're gonna actually do this. Put your pointer in the middle of A3, drag over to F like this, and down to 11 like this, and then let go. So that's A3 through F11. Okay, let me know when you're all there. The heck with it. I'm just gonna finish this. So here we go. Click. So now we're gonna go to the page layout tab at the top of the screen. So we're gonna go up here to the page layout tab. Okay, and then we're gonna click this button right here that says Print Area. And we're going to choose Set Print Area. So what that's going to do, everybody, is when we go to print it, it's only going to print what we selected right there, and it's not gonna print anything else. But we're not actually going to do file print. We're just gonna save the file right now and submit it. We are finished. It's over. Save it, submit it. You're done. Save it. Upload it. You're like, Nick's just gonna skip the line. Heck yeah, I'm skipping the rest of that. I'm done. Click back to top, then upload my file. It's always in your downloads folder, and we're submitting the one with our name on it, not the other one. I know I have to keep saying that because people keep submitting the other one. Come on, big money. I got a good feeling about this one, unless I skipped a step. Uh-oh. Oh, I got it. Yeah, that's right. That's right, that's 23. If you got 23, have a fantastic rest of your day. People at home, we'll catch you for chapter 6 on Tuesday. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very, very much.